Look at that. They're like lifting each other up. That's super cool. Hello everyone, welcome back to Benjamight Gaming as I'm continuing to work my way through Disco Elysium. Well, we have officially gotten to day 3. I'm so glad we have because not only did we get to reach out, get a little bit of information on the armor, but we ran into 2 cops, I think from our precinct down in the inn, which was an interesting conversation. Sounds like he might have been a former partner of ours, now he's with a new partner, and of course we're on Team Kim now. But one thing I was not banking on is the fact that the bridge across the canal has been fixed, and so now we went across there and have actually found our car, the one that we are supposed to be driving. We found it wrecked in basically like an iceberg type setup over here on the other side of the canal, which leads me to think that we're probably the ones that broke the bridge to begin with. Now we had to wait a little bit of time for low tide to come in so that we can actually inspect the car. I'm kind of hoping we might find my badge or my gun or something in here that'll at least be useful. If by some chance this is your first time finding my channel, welcome. Hope you have a fantastic time. And if you do have a really good time, it sure helps me out if you think about hitting that subscribe button for me. All right, so let's get back in here, inspect the car, and then also make our way back up and see if by some chance we can make it into the harbor in this episode. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're doing fantastic. Okay, so we can inspect the car. Can I click on the footprints over here too? Oh.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Ooh. Yeah, there is a lot going on. Hold on. Don't you mean scene of the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
I blame Kuno. Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of party goers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here. This was some kind of theater to them, a circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law on the ice like this? It was probably a public danger. I guess, number 1.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Okay, that didn't really go very far, did it? All right, what can we see on this thing? Oh, looky there, it's my badge. And a nice jacket. Oh, baby. Let's see what we... Oh, we look legit now, don't we? We look so legit. What do these give me? Ooh, they take away perception. We also got my badge.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
I was hoping so. Lieutenant glances at the badge in hand. Study the badge.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
Interesting. How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking.
Oh.
He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
Must have been before everything fell apart, huh? And he's winking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name, Harrier Dubois.
Harrier Dubois. It
Dubois.
suits you. I'm going to call you Harry, since it's short for Harrier.
You got it.
No, he's not. He's going to keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
Strange, it doesn't say Raphael Ambrosia. Wait, what kind of a name is Harrier? But I don't want to be Harrier Dubois. Don't accept it. I'm going to start with number 1.
Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your police badge.
Wait, what kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
You know what? I'm going to accept it. It is our name. It'll be nice to have an actual name. It's been fun being Raphael or the Harbinger of Doom.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
Oh,
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
okay. Rank.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I
Ooh.
am a lieutenant.
And a double Euphorior?
The title of Freighter is added to
Freighter.
your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus your double Freighter.
Oh, check that out.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect.
Maybe just like being out the field.
And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a decompotage? I thought my rank was drunk. Turn back to document. Number 1.
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
I wondered if that's what I was going to find out here. Wait, satellite officers? So you've been putting up with all my bull because I'm your superior? So you've been putting up with me because we're of the same rank? Thanks for explaining all this. Don't mention it. Wait, thanks for explaining all this. Don't mention it. Is that supposed to be his response? Don't mention it? This is kind of weird. Well, this says wait. We'll do that first.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
Okay, thanks for explaining.
My pleasure.
I thought my rank was drunk. Turn back to the document.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads,
Serial number.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Date of issue?
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter.
So we just turned down the last promotion offer 4 months ago and then fell apart not too long after
A
that?
new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
you're pretty sure you weren't doing well. But better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months,
Yeah.
especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
Precinct 41?
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops. What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Ooh,
It's
wow.
no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again,
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
All right, put it away. Well, that's a good find. We needed that. And that definitely took some stuff off the list that's been there for a little while, right? So find the Joyrider's vehicle, see what's inside. Okay, we've had a couple productive things happen already today. Okay, so I do have a point available, but like I said at the outro of the last video, I don't want to use that yet. Now, are these are coins I can pick up? Thank you. Very nice. I'm noticing that it doesn't always light up, even with the tab key. Not everything lights up. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Yeah, if it was us, probably drunk. It's so hard not to just keep going this way. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Ooh, there's someone to talk to. Can I get over here? Quick travel unlocked. Fisherman's shack. What? I got quick travel now, huh? A wedding stone, well worn and covered in rust. White curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in. Oh, I've been wandering around that other area so much it's hard to go back. But I need to. You see dust-covered linens. Dried tulips on a bed. Ooh, +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. What do my current pants give me? Look at that. Those are snazzy, too. In other words, perfect. Electrochemistry is definitely something that pops up sometimes. What does Kingdom of Conscience? I don't recognize that one. Oh, I don't even see Kingdom of Conscience on here. Well, let's see what that does. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate, and they're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. Anything change here? Oh, this dropped back down to... Oh, it's because I took the jacket off. That's right.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal things. Oops, it's a fashion fox. I don't know what that means. Discard the thought and the pants. I like regular things.
I know you do. These Inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I got that morale back. That's nice. Cinder blocks charred a makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, when he's gone? You mean he's not with me through the whole game? Or does he just like separate from time to time to do something? Thank you for that. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Oh man, I don't know how to do the fast travel thing. The streetlight is illegible below the graffito. Hard to see the details. The colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. Aren't warm. Okay, I see aren't. The flower trough where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring. I better get back. Or I'm gonna get so far gone. Oh, I gotta check. Squirrel! I gotta get out of here before. Let's see, fast travel. Is there? Can I do that on the map? Maybe. Travel here. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's super cool. Look at that. I got my legit jacket and everything going on there. Let's see. Yeah, this. Oh, she's back up there. Talking to her right now, though, it's not going to do me a whole lot of good. Nothing I need to do through here. We're going to go take another crack at trying to get over that little ledge. Now, I'm saving my game first. Okay. Let's get up here. Yeah, in fact, the body is still up there. It's kind of cracking me up. Can I click the door? Or do I click this?
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM.
Okay, so saver, that's what I need. And I think I had, yeah. Oh, no, that's a minus. That's hand and eye. Reaction time. Okay. So something's still giving me a negative. We need to take that off. This right here. Do I have any other boots? I do not. Just gonna ditch those. Okay, I don't have anything giving me plus. I thought I had something that gave me a plus. Nope, both are negative. Okay, and it didn't reset, so the only way we get to try this again is if I just stick a point in there. All right, this is risky. We're gonna do this barefoot.
RCM markings is still caught on the railing. As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you,
12!
sharpening your senses.
That was I love the fact he like leaps like Karate Kid in the air, baby. Close your eyes, let your senses take in the world around you. Continue the voyage through the salty air. Oh man. I don't know which of these to go with. We'll try number 2.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
That was cool. I like how they did that. Okay, we got to put our disco shoes back on. Okay, now let's check this. Plus the shivers. Yeah, we're starting to get quite the collection here. Check it out. You know what? I think I'll leave that on for now. Although visual calculus is nice too. They both have the same top one, so visual calculus or shivers. What do shivers do? Raise the hairs. Oh, no. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the other one. Nice. Can I inspect this? If there's anything in it? A police cloak made from heavy tarpaulin. It would be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. Signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garment's back. Yo, 3 bullet holes. And it's not popping up as something that I can, like, interact with, so leave it where it's at, I suppose. Collecting rainwater. Now, if I go in here, can I unlock this so that we can then go this way? Ooh, there's a lot in here. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. Oh, you can hear a clock. Every worker, member of the board is written on the top of the flyer. And at the bottom, the union logo, demanding democracy. This is Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Okay. Use interact button in inventory to inspect the book. And get something from this?
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
White antlers.
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
Why frizzle?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Okay, let's start at the top.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal alla fume. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fume, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fume is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
Right?
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Whisper. Kim, I think it is a communist magazine. Play it cool. Pretend everything is in order. Number 1.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Kim didn't sound too excited about that. I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Mesk-Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are.
Right. I did have somebody send me a picture, and if I think of it during editing, I'll flash it on the screen here, kind of giving me a visual representation of what someone's created to try to understand like the Pale and how the different Isololans, or however you pronounce that, I'm just going to say islands, but the different places that people can actually, travel to and live. It was really interesting to see that, to see a visual representation of that. I did have somebody else leave me a comment saying that it's very much up to your own imagination, that there's no real definition of, are we in a globe? Is it a disc? If it's just some thing out in outer space, there's no real answer to it. And that as long as I don't try to fit this into our reality, like what we know of as Earth and everything, it's a little easier to kind of grasp what it could be, kind of a thing. But this right here definitely made me kind of think about that again, because it's talking about these other places. And my biggest thing, even with looking at this picture, it's like, how do we get there? I don't understand that concept still. When I think of nothing, I think of outer space, the space between planets and stuff. So for me, trying to visualize what that image was showing, I see the pale as like space, but it's not, it doesn't look three-dimensional. It looked almost flat. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was really cool. Thank you so much for the image. Maybe that'll help some of you guys watching this if you hadn't seen that little image before. Okay, continue.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Number 3.
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. Why
Ooh.
they decided to title this one section in Valda is beyond you. It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tournée is an inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll.
Oh,
In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
see, read the profile. All right, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top. Sounds dull. Return. Okay, we'll start with number 1.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer. You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Oh, wow. Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
Hang on. Who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Oh, wait, why aren't they real?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
So what's the bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
I mean, it's really relevant, kind of the things that we experience even today. I know, big one, very relevant to us as gamers. I know that there have been attempts at times to possibly put advertisements inside of games. I think I remember hearing one about, I don't know if it was Capcom, but I know EA was one that was definitely looking at trying to do something like with their sports ones, but they were trying to put like billboards, or between loading matches, there would be like an advertisement screen that shows up on the screen for a little bit. I see where they're going with that. As far as I'm concerned, if they can find a way to like for instance, if I was playing this game and there was a TV over here and it had some Coke advertisement playing on it, it would maybe feel kind of out of place for this particular setup, but I'm just picking something. But if it doesn't bother the game and the experience, and it's just a form of advertisement to try to get me to go crave a Coke, I'm fine with that. That's not going to bother me. As long as it doesn't bring me out of the immersion, it's got to be something that fits the environment, and it's got to be something also that doesn't stop the flow of the game. Now, if I'm playing a fighting game, and I pick my character, and the other person picks their character, and we have that little spot there, where they come up to each other, and it shows the big versus sign, and you pick your map and all kind of stuff, and then it flashes to a Coke screen for like 5 seconds before we load into the game, that's going to feel very disruptive. That is totally not cool with me. But if they can find ways to subtly put things in the background, I often joked about when I was playing through Stalker, they had the Stalker cans of juice, but they reminded me a lot of the monsters. And I would see those and I was like, ooh, I want to go get a monster. Obviously, that's not what they were trying to do with the Stalker drink, But that kind of thing where it just kind of fit the environment and it was subtle and it had an advertising type effect, I'm okay with that. Me personally. Now, I know some people are very much against it, but the problem also comes down to how far do you push it before it's become too far? You know, they might start out real subtle like that, but over time they keep adding more and more and more ways until you finally walk into a room like this and it's all designer stuff. You know, what if they start building games only for the purpose of advertising and the game itself doesn't even matter as much anymore? You know, it's all about trying to get a bunch of advertisements in front of people with a game aspect to it. You know what I mean? So I see where it's like there's a fine line and you have to be able to play that line just right, or you end up in this situation where advertising becomes the most important thing and not the race. As long as the game stays the most important thing, I'm okay with non-disruptive advertisements being in there. But if you start disrupting my games, you ain't gonna get my money. I'll just go buy a Coke. If I want a Coke, I'll just go buy a Coke.
Thus, the so-called tourney becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. The discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a Fritta.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. As long as the race stays the focus and not the advertisement, you're okay. But what they're saying here is it's like, it's starting to become where all you care about is, you know, you got what looks like a big laundry box detergent running around, racing a big cigarette box racing around. You can't even pay attention to what the car is or who the driver is. Right, but then you can see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing. Wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence. Well, I'm sure there's people in both of these boats. That's funny. I'm going to choose number one.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
You want to see your laundry box on fire? I guess I've never thought about it that much.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Kim, this article says that no one really watches Tip Top Tourney for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so. No, I guess not. Number one.
A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents.
Let's see with local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dockworkers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Communist. Should have killed the lot of them when they had the chance. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. I don't think so. Wouldn't it be better for someone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. I'm kind of thinking I want to go to number 4. Yeah, I think I want to try number 4. I was thinking maybe number 2 or 4. But I think ultimately floor.
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Well, I actually got a morale back from that too. Put the magazine away. Wonder if that means I could sell that now. Do I have any value to it? Maybe. Very cool, very cool. We got more to look at. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Ooh.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Seems pretty normal so far. Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Force yourself.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Ooh.
All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Turn to the lieutenant. Look, Kim, a to-do note with the list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Yep.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
Take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been crossed. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Very cool. Yeah, check this thing out. It looks like a fancy coffee maker. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Ooh, we got another postcard. Man, those things are worth like almost nothing. Oh, yes. Thank you. I don't know if there's a cap on that. I'm going to guess maybe 9. I don't know if that would switch to double digits or not. I'm getting quite the collection of glasses. So that would lead back outstairs. What can I do with this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Insert 10 cents.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
This. Oh. I don't know if I've probably got stuff I could put on to increase this some more, but let's try it.
Your fingers run over the dial
yes,
pad.
that was a low roll too.
005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952, and a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then,
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
No, I mean, what is this place to me? Do you know me? Why did I call you? Do you know me? I'm going to try number 2.
No.
Okay, number 1.
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Raphael. Do you have anything on my name? Number 2.
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years. but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
5 years, you still want it back?
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
That was actually pretty cool. So somebody knows us. I mean, think about it. If I hadn't got my actual name from that badge over there, my guess is this is something I'd have to come back to, because he'd probably be like, no, I don't have anything for Raphael. Because that would have been my only choice. Let's see if I can go out this way now. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Oh, it means like I'm committed? Because I'm over here. Okay. Looks like we go. Oh, I see a bag. I would need to put my little. This way I don't look as suspicious running around. Pliers and there we go. You know what? We'll put that on too. That's probably the smarter way to be running around over here. Can I click this? Oop. All around you, great machines. Okay. This is interesting. Wild pines, it says on everything. White pine trees are printed on the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Interesting. How far this way can I go? Oh, I can go down over here? Oh my goodness. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of wandering. Yay! I love when I wander into some money. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. If I could zoom out, that might help. Oh, that's so much better. I assume I can maybe walk across here. Ooh. This speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Oh, there's a container over here that's open. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. What? Okay. We're going to try this in one hand and this in the other, because I don't know which might be needed, if either. Ooh. Ultra series gloves. It's not a pair of the outfit, is it? Right here. For ultimate performance and efficiency, these Fallen Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy padding covering the palm, making these ideal for quadrupedal movement or lifting cargo. Very cool, very cool. Okay, well, that was a nice find. I don't know why it smelled like blood. I don't know if I should be going the other way first. Industrial sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Sings soon. We got somebody here. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves of red. Okay, well, let's try talking to somebody, shall we?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
Nothing wrong with that.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi. from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Tiny Man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. Hi. Do not interrupt little man in his joyous activity. We'll say hi.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs? Actually, I am. Yes. Number 1.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Abby, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then.
Wow. He's far past 10 now.
People say us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
I know I have at least one thought thing going on right now that's giving me a negative here. Sure, let me ask you about something else. And it's a red check, meaning I only get one try. Let me ask you about something else.
Sure, mister. About what?
I'm gonna leave.
Bye-bye now.
Let's see. I need a logic. Do I have any negative? Okay, it doesn't show any negative. I'm almost certain I have some things I could put on to increase logic, though. And the logical thing to do is to make those changes. Ooh, that's a negative. Oh, all I have is negative stuff. I thought I had something that had a positive for logic. I got drama. I got a lot of blues, but nothing for logic. I want to say here, yeah, this one right here. I mean, it's only a -1, and I'm only about 3 hours from having that done. We might hold off. Okay, let's talk to him about some other stuff.
I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
It's so funny. Leo, in the future, can we keep this greeting shorter? No, I don't mind that. I had some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
I like that. Wisdom withers if not shared. Where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What trouble did Titus and his friends get into? Got it, but there were other things. Number 1.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
But what did they actually do? Really? Did they kill someone? I have another question. I mean, he says that he doesn't really know. Let's try number 2.
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Who in their right mind would tell him?
Do you work here?
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. but everyone calls me Leo.
Little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town.
Oh.
And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A good-hearted chuckle.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Hold on. Who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Oh, do you think this could be Elizabeth?
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Aw.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with the blue eyes.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
That's gotta be. Okay, so this is the union fixer, the gardener? Another question. He may not know of her as, like, the gardener, but we'll try it.
Looks like it.
Oh, we're
I'm
talking
not
to
sure
Kim.
what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip too.
Little guy smiles a disarming smile at you.
Telling the gardener you know her name might throw her off. Perhaps something to consider later.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about, the borscht?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
I don't even know what a borscht is. The little guy chuckles merrily.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They
So it's a
brew it
soup,
from the whirling
okay.
in rags.
Hold up. Who makes it at Whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Yeah, I remember we couldn't actually talk to him. Something is off about this borscht. I'm going to look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant.
No, he's
Now
just being
he's
nice.
just nodding along.
What's in that container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm. I'm looking for the leader. We'll start with number 5.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Ooh. Okay, I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs and then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points to the 2 joined containers on your right. Okay, so he's in there. Okay, well, before we do that, ooh, what are these cups? Ooh, money in the cups. I want to go back to that other side. Like, I don't know, we get like kicked out of here or booted out or what? And I know I saw at least one bottle I could pick up over there. And you know, that's 10 cents in the pocket. So, don't want to leave that behind. Oh, that's probably nothing too important. Well, okay. There may be nothing over here, but I at least gotta check. Ooh, look at... Oh, ho, ho, ho. Put on our biggie bag. Our little bag. Oop, wrong thing. Take all... At least 3 packs worth of cigarette buds. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red. Thank you. Look at this. That's 40 cents. Ooh. I could pick all these up. These ones weren't lighting up. I didn't think I could pick them up, but... At least not lighting up from the tab key, I mean. Can I go in here?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Well, this is where René works. I'm going to look around. Search the booth. Have a seat and rest. Number 1.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take a picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm going to ask him about it. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence. I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim. Number 1.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Don't you worry. Have a seat.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Breathe deep. Search for a little something something to help you out. I don't want to do that. Let's try number 1.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
Get up. Yeah, I was a little nervous about what I might find.
Exit the booth.
Okay. Can I reach that from here? I don't think I can. It almost looks like the stairs are all busted, like I can't go down this. Yeah, no reaction from these. Okay. Now, René... Oh, René's the guy that's one of the Hardy Boys, isn't it? All the way back there. I think he's the one that gave us the key. What happens with this?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marche. On. Arrête. Off.
Obviously, we're going to turn it on.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
I thought it was about to fall. Oh, wow. Real question is, are you even going to be able to open it? That might be risky trying to go inside of there.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container? Understood. Let's get back to the panel. Number 1.
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Leave. I want to see if we can go interact with it. You gotta trust me, Kim.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane. I don't know, Kim. It just feels special. Inspect the container. Maybe there's contraband in there. You're right. It's probably nothing. Number 1.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Knock on the door.
No reply.
You can try to persuade the door to open. Wow. Even with +2 working for me there, I'm at a 3%. Okay, I guess nothing for now. Yeah, there's something more to that. I'm with you, dude. I don't trust it. Okay, I guess we're ready to go into the office. Maybe. The coffee in the giant thermos is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. There he is. Obviously, saving the game real quick, just to be safe. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Yo, he's a big dude.
Before you is a walrus of a man, seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
He did like a little finger gun.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers? Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree. Leave without comment. Interesting. I'm going to try going straight with number 2.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to the tiny chair opposite of his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Oh, really?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Yeah, look at this thing.
You go ahead, detective.
Lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
Take a seat. I'd rather stand. Actually, I'm in a bit of a hurry right now. You know what? Let's take the seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain serious. Try to wink back. This chair is uncomfortable. Number 1.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Okay. Am I going to lose a health bar each time I'm sitting here?
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty shake on the desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
That's not great money. I mean, if it had been like 250 or something like that, maybe, but 25? Wait, you know Gart? Thank you. Take this comically large quiche, but don't say anything. Keep it. I'm good. Leave it. You can take the comically large quiche and shove it. I'm going to start with number 1.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's
Check.
like
Okay.
you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Keep it. I'm good.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak.
Oh
I've
no.
got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Oh no.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
Yeah, he's trying to get a hold of that because I'm sure he's going to try to use it as leverage or something. How do you know about my lost gun? I'm not worried. I got this. I would appreciate any help you could provide. Let's go number 1.
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Well, we know there's a lady that has it. Probably Ruby.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
The chair is killing you. Let's see. Turn to Kim. Number 1.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I agree.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh, it's going to make me do this? And I have nothing I can do about it. Okay, well. And it's a red check.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're
Try to
about
stay cool.
to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry. Try to stay cool. So what? Men can cry too. Try to stay cool. Okay, because we're in front of this guy, I'm gonna go with number 1.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good. Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down in the chair like Jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I better use one of these in case I take a double hit. Not looking for that. Like a Jello shot, let your mind go to your safe place. I guess number 1. This sounds like I'm losing reality again. I don't want to do that. This one sounds like it too, but sounds at least like I'm still staying here. We're going to try number 1.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Oh yeah, man, I'm great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that water. Sit upright. I'm melting. Number 2.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're trying to accomplish at the moment.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Wow. There is a slew of stuff here. I wish I could stand up from the chair. This thing's hurting me, apparently. I'm told the union is involved in the local drug trade. I've just finished investigating the local drug trade. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in? How do you know my name? Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? Talk about my lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging. I'm looking into your shady brew. I met Joyce, the company representative. What's in the container that's outside your office? Everett, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later. Oh, boy. I guess we'll just... Let's start with talking about Joyce.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Yeah, I bet.
Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
What happened to the previous negotiator? Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Everett, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her. Why haven't you let her in to see you? Okay, let's talk about something else. Let's start with number 4.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
That much is true. His heart truly is in it. Though you wouldn't think so by looking at him.
What happened to the previous one?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Okay. Joyce seems to think that the union is lowballing her.
Yes. Lowballing, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
I'm going to become the middleman in this, aren't I?
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
What's in the container outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Well, that was an option we had pop up, isn't it? I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, Make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
I don't even really know, unless it was just a hint at the drug trade, but it was a new one that popped up. So I was like, let's see what it goes. Okay, I finished the investigation at local drug trade. Oh my goodness. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in? Let's try number 3.
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
Say nothing. A man my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities. I too am surprised by my resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with. Tap your chest. My body's going to break at any moment now. Probably pushed it to its limit. Enough wackiness. Let's get back to it. Number 3 for sure.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition.
Right.
And I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know everything about you, Harry. I have a big fat folder on you. Very juicy stuff.
Ooh, that may not be good.
And the word on the street is your memory is a bit hazy. If that's true, maybe I can help you out. Do you a little favor, so to speak.
Oh my.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
It's true. My memory is a bit hazy. My memory is fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, I can't prove this guy wrong. I do know my name now. Found my badge. I got some idea of what's going on right here, but I'm just nervous about how much I want to owe this guy. Like, are they going to start coming up as like negative stats on future rolls because this guy has leverage on me or something? I could see that being a thing. I'm going to go with number 1, though. I think honesty is best policy here.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is...
He taps on the folder again.
My big fat folder is ready to serve. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Maybe my fat folder and I can help you out. Do you a little favor of sorts.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Ooh, Lieutenant inspects Everett over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Harry has some questions he needs answers to.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Okay, do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kid? What kind of cop does it say that I am? Where did you get the folder? Number 1 is by far the one I'm most curious about.
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
You're right, I don't. I think I do. I'd be a wonderful father. Never mind the family. I'm gonna go with number 3.
Family, Harry, is the most important thing in the world.
Gosh, a 97. It's like, I don't want to mess this up. We're gonna go straight to this.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Ahaha.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you.
Yep.
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Du Bois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
I'm told the union is involved in local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
I was about to say I am, but I don't know. Maybe no comment would be the better way to go. You think it's possible he shuts down and stops talking to me? Is it possible? I'm going to say I am.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
He perks up.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Well, Team Harry is Team Kim, just so you know.
None taken. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I've just finished investigating the local drug trade.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Actually, Revachol doesn't have a mayor. He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him.
Probably. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Since there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life. You've heard wrong, Everett. We're not. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines? Yeah, clearly he's going to try to get something from us. I couldn't get past your big guy at the door. Entering it is... I feel like there's been a lot of doors I couldn't open. But there's been a few I've gotten through. I'll go with number one.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Try to manipulate him? Why don't you just open it yourself? Whose door is it? I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder. Accept the task. I can't accept this thing. I mean, I don't even really know what I'm supposed to be trying to do for this guy. Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
A weasel. I mean, could he be talking about the door? There's that one. Remember we found the guy smoking on the balcony? And he walked off, but the door's locked on both sides. I wonder if that's the door he's referring to. Why don't you open it?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Oh, man. Kim's comment there really just got me worried. I can't accept this. Refuse the task. And then it says for now. So does that mean I'm going to have to come back and accept it? Let's see what number 4 says.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Okay. I can't accept this. Okay, I'm at least going to click this first just to see what happens.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
What if he has our gun?
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Okay. I'm reconsidering opening the door you asked me to open. Perhaps it will help me. Could you help me get a body down?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints at the crime scene. Worker boots. Yeah, the belt thing. Say nothing. You are a community leader. Help your community out. Let's try number 4.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of the radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Yeah, I took a swing at him. Didn't go nowhere. Okay, let's ask about the gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Yeah, he's so confident, really makes me think he's already got it, or he knows the person that has it.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Hold on, could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
See, it keeps saying might. This is like the 3rd time it said might. So it makes me think there might be another way. But he says things like, it might be the only way. But I hate the wording here. I wish it would just tell me that there could possibly be another way. Wait, a gun may have been bought by Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in? I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Keep it. Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back? Okay, this says wait, so I think I can click this. So we'll try number 1.
Yes. Thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
I will not be blackmailed. I don't care. Keep it. Does this mean if I do things for you, I get my gun back? Okay, let's try number 1.
Harry! I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
I was wondering how I was supposed to get out. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here. I mean, is there really a difference? We'll go to number 1.
Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
So we got a card now. None of these. Probably here. Oh, is it something I have to hold, maybe? Did I just not see it? That's a postcard. Postcard. Photo. I don't see it. Oh, I can put you away. Actually. Photo you found. Watchman's booth. Okay. Special crate. Get the body down. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I wish I wouldn't have sat down. I almost didn't. But I was like, yeah, there's probably no harm in sitting. Yeah. There was literal harm in sitting. That's funny. Okay, well, I think that's where we're going to end this episode. We accomplished a lot in this episode. Got my badge back, which is fantastic. We know my name. Found out I've had a movie checked out for like 5 years. And they're like, yeah, but we would still like it back. Yeah, no place gonna care about that after 5 years. So I think in the next episode, we may finally go get the body down, which means we could do an autopsy on it, which then means I think we can go talk to Joyce again. And that might be interesting too, since we've talked to him now. Maybe some communication back and forth between Joyce about that subject might carry some interesting topics as well. Oh, and we got to cross the bridge to a whole new area that I can go explore, at some point as well. Wow. Made some good progress. I'm excited to get the body down. I'm very excited to see where things are going to go from there. But that's going to be it for tonight. Until next time, continue to be safe out there, buddy. I'll see you on the next one.